you were like, talk about what you want to talk about. It doesn't have to. I was thinking food. I was like, I don't know if that'll match up to what we're talking about, but and I was like, okay, well that sounds good to talk about something that's appealing about Super League that I like.
I mean, you're basically the last guy in, and
I'm honored. That's awesome to get a call, and because
we're full actually. And then I saw your picture. It's like, we need this guy, especially when I saw your history as a strength athlete.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, this is what Super League is about. So.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with strength, things of strength and feats of strength in the past. I've competed in strongman in my state in the past, in strongman events. The last one I did was Guerrilla Wars. It's a funny name for an event in Arizona. We did that probably about 4 years ago, and that was the last one I've done.
Yeah.
But I've had such a affinite passion towards strongman and just lifting heavy weight, and that's just been always something that I've loved, because you usually see a strong body, but you don't equate the strength to it. Or, you hear people talk about, well, he's strong, but what can he do with the body, though? And even me, that's on my mind, too, when I look at other athletes. He looks strong, and you see the perception, but you don't know what the reality is, right?
Yeah.
So this Super League thing popped up on social media, and I started looking into things, and next thing you know, it looked sexy to me. And after that, I started looking more, and of course Dorian Yates, and the guy's revered. And then you have all these other people backing it up, and then I saw other IFBB pro athletes jumping in, and boom, it was only second nature for me to just jump in. And that's what appealed to me. It wasn't just appealing, like I said, it was sexy.
Yeah.
Because to me, just looking the part is great, but that's like going to Halloween and wearing a costume. Sometimes you got to take that off. Well, Super League, I don't have to take the strength off because I can wear that everywhere I go.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And not only do I want to just look the part, but I want to be known the part too.
Yeah.
And that's a complementary thing that goes hand in hand, and it's never been done before. It's nothing that I've seen before. Usually it's like you get on stage and it's the whole pageantry, you get on stage, and yeah, I've done competing for a long time, but I've also done strongman. But those two have never been married before.
How do you think you're going to fare?
I feel good about it. I feel very positive about it. But it's not the fact that I'm confident, uberly confident that I know what I'm capable of. And not only do I know what I'm capable of, but even on the days when I'm in the gym just screwing around, I'm surprising the hell out of myself. Geez, I need to tone it down a notch. But this Super League, this whole thing, it's like there's no toning it down. I could just, boom.
Yeah.
Be as strong as I want to be.
Yeah.
And when you take the cap off of that, that's when you become mighty.
Yeah, and exactly. I want to see what athletes are truly capable of. If given the right format, if challenged the right way, if presented the right way. I don't know what the ceiling is. I'm not sure where this goes. I just know that we have an incredible lineup of athletes that have such a diverse background. Even before strongman, you're a high-level wrestler.
Yeah.
So you've been an athlete all your life.
I have been. I got 2 silver medals at the Grand Canyon State Games. Went to state before, done all kinds of stuff, ran some track, did all kinds of stuff. So it's almost like I was the Swiss Army knife of athletes when it came to what I did, my passion.
Yeah.
I didn't just want to run. I wanted to lift. I wanted to toss. I wanted to fight. It's like anything that I wanted to do with my body, I wanted to do. But it's, when you look at your body in the mirror, you're looking at a limited capacity because you're just looking at something with only one sensory that you can. It's just visual. That's it. But you're not looking at something in action, something in form. But with this, I feel like, wow, I can have more tools in my tool, but I could do something with this.
Yeah.
And these hands, they're empty. Put something in them. I'm going to work.
We're gonna put some heavy shit in those hands.
That's what I want. That's exactly what I want.
So you do a lot of work with kids.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Like, what do you want this, in terms of a message, to be for the kids that look up to you, for the people that want to be like you, for the guy in the gym that's just starting out and is like, what is my path? How do I get there? Like, what is the goal for me? Like, what do you want the message to be from you competing in Super League to be to someone who's just starting their fitness journey?
I want them to look at me and not associate my physique with all these other routes to getting there, I want them to look at my physique and say, that's attainable because I saw this object go up and down and defy gravity.
Yeah.
That makes sense to getting there, as opposed to how did that body get there? He just disappears in the gym, just comes out and just looks like that?
Yeah.
Now people get to see the method behind the madness in the A to the B, C,
Yeah.
instead of A to D. Nobody ever talks about that.
That's a good point, because everyone wants to talk about whatever magic diet or whatever magic drug or whatever magic whatever that they're looking for. But the truth is, there's no shortcut. And it comes down to the athlete that performs in the most efficient and powerful manner, really, that can move real weight, is the guy that's going to build the muscle. That's just, I mean, there's no two ways about it.
And back to the kids, I want kids to see this and say, okay, this guy's 2 feet tall and I'm 2 feet tall. I can definitely do this, but I want to be at his level at 2 feet tall.
Yeah.
And to me, like seeing eye to eye with any kid on this planet and then having this seed planted in their head, now all of a sudden you're creating like not an army, but a whole slew of people that have something positive to attain from this physique, and it's no longer associated with just the meathead status or just, you know, the big dummy dum-dum guy walking around with the jug in his hand, you know. But I want it to resonate amongst the youth in a way that I can just to do it. It's logical, and it's something that they can put, you know, objectify in a positive way and not associate anything with the dark side of any sport with, and that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. I think that was great, man.